Hi everyone, welcome to this quiz on IUPAC naming. So we are going to be doing some very important questions on the IUPAC name nomenclature, or what I call as the IUPAC nomenclature. So guys, are you ready and excited for this live quiz? Good evening everyone, good evening, and it's great to be back on my YouTube channel. So guys, I was not able to take live classes for some time because I was not well. So I really missed you guys, and hope you missed the classes too. And I'm back right now, so make sure you subscribe to our channel and you attend all the classes. So good evening everyone, welcome. And guys, we have this website also, manochaacademy.com. So do check it out. We have these courses on physics, chemistry and maths, and I'm super excited to let you know that we've launched this new Java course, right? So this new course on computer coding, computer programming has been launched, and guys, do check it out because I'll be teaching computer programming in the live classes on our website. And computer programming is really close to my heart because I'm a software engineer. I worked 7 years in Microsoft in Seattle. So I'll be teaching computer programming, and Java is a great language to learn programming. So guys, do check out this course, and we also have physics, chemistry and maths for CBSE and ICSE. So do check out our website, manochaacademy.com, and do share it out with your friends. And guys, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, Manocha Academy, please hit the subscribe button right now and click on the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the live classes, and do share it out with your friends. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and start this class. And I have some great videos on IUPAC nomenclature. So guys, do check it out because this naming of organic compounds is very important, and these are there on my YouTube channel. So it's IUPAC naming of organic compounds. I have this video, and then there's another video which focuses on alkanes, alkynes and alkenes. All right, guys, so do check out these videos, and also do share it with your friends. Okay guys, so my name is Sandeep Manocha, right? So if you guys don't know my name is Sandeep Manocha, and please subscribe to our channel, Manocha Academy. Excellent. Oh yes, some of you are asking for a Python course. So currently we have this Java course, and in future we'll be taking courses on Python and C++ also. Okay, so those are in the plans, guys, but right now we have this Java programming course if you guys are interested. All right, guys. So let's start with chemistry. And before we start our quiz, do you know that there are two types of names, right? Common names and IUPAC names. So common names are, what you can consider as your pet name, right? And IUPAC name is like your formal name, the name that you write in school. And common name is something maybe what your friends call you or what you're called at home, right? So IUPAC has this really formal naming scheme because you know that carbon has millions and millions of compounds, right? There are millions and millions of compounds of carbon. So they follow a very systematic scheme, which is the IUPAC name. So guys, do you know what is the full form of IUPAC? Some of you are asking. It's the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, right? So there's this group, right? Very good. Some of you have written. So I see Animesh Srivastava has written that. Excellent, right? So it's this organization which decides the names of carbon compounds. Basically, it's a scheme, right? So you guys must have studied about it. Like, it's based on the number of atoms. You need to find the longest chain. So all these rules are there, right? The functional groups have a name, the prefix, suffix. So this is a very important naming scheme that is used, and it's very systematic and nice. And it's like solving a puzzle. So writing the IUPAC name is writing the, it's like solving a puzzle for the name of the carbon compound. And common names are, more names that are used commonly, which has been used over the years, okay? And they are still very popular. So guys, you must know these two types of names. So let's consider some example. So in this picture, guys, here you can see this is basically alcohol, right? Alcohol is there in this picture. And guys, do you know what is the common name of alcohol? So guys, can you tell me? What is the common name of alcohol? Let me write the common names in green color and the IUPAC name in pink color. So what is the common name of alcohol? It's basically ethyl alcohol, right? So you guys might have heard of this very important compound, ethyl alcohol. And so this is the common name, guys. So this one is the common name. It's commonly known as ethyl alcohol or simply alcohol. And what is the IUPAC name? Can you tell me? What is the IUPAC name? Excellent, guys. Excellent. So I see Palini has written ethanol. Prachi has written. Very good. Okay. Excellent. So the IUPAC name of this compound is ethanol. And we'll be talking about this, right? IUPAC naming. And in this here you see vinegar. So guys, can you tell me what is the common name of vinegar? What is vinegar commonly known as? And guys, do hit the like button for this class and do share it out with your friends. So what is the common name of vinegar? Who can tell me? What is the common name of vinegar? Excellent, guys. Excellent. So I see you guys are writing acetic acid. Fantastic. Great, guys. You guys know your chemistry. So the common name is acetic acid. And what is the IUPAC name? Do you guys know? What is the IUPAC name or IUPAC name of this one? Very good. Acetic acid, right? What is the IUPAC name of acetic acid? Excellent. Ethanoic acid. So I see some of you are writing that. So the IUPAC name, the systematic name is ethanoic acid. And we'll be discussing, so in this quiz, we are going to be focused on the IUPAC names, okay? Not the common names. Common names, they are not so systematic. You need to learn them. Maybe I'll discuss that in a separate video. So there are some patterns to the common names also, but they are more, I would say they're more irritating because they are more random and, decided by the scientists, right, over the years. But IUPAC is a very interesting naming scheme where it's all very systematic. Excellent, guys. So yes, I see Albert Einstein and Shobh have also written ethanoic acid. Fantastic. And carefully note the spellings. Just like you don't want to write the wrong spelling for your name, make sure you write the right spellings for these names. Okay, so please practice the spellings. Sometimes even I make spelling mistakes. Okay, so please be careful in the names. All right, guys, thanks for all those likes. So please do hit the like button if you haven't hit it. And let's start our quiz. Are you guys excited for the quiz? Here's the first question for you. What is the IUPAC name of this compound? So come on, guys, I want you to work this out and I'll be explaining you the tips and techniques and make the concepts really clear. So who can tell me what is the IUPAC name of this compound? So very good. Some of you are saying this is an alkane. Absolutely, because you can see there are only carbon and hydrogen. So it's a hydrocarbon, right? And can you see that there are only single bonds between the carbon atoms, right? So carbon and hydrogen will have single bonds, but between the carbon atoms, you can see there are only single bonds. So this compound is definitely an alkane, right? So we've identified that, okay? And now to decide the IUPAC name, right? Okay, so you can call it IUPAC, I like to call it IUPAC, right? So to decide the IUPAC name, the important thing is you need to look at the longest carbon chain, okay, and count the number of carbons. So here you can see how many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3. Is that right, guys? Everybody can see there are 3 carbon atoms here, 1, 2, and 3. And as we learn later, it's sometimes useful to number it backwards also, okay? So number the carbon atoms backwards. For this one, it's not important, but we'll see that later. So there are 3 carbon atoms, right? So what will be the name of this alkane? So you guys know that there's a list, if there's 1 carbon atom, right, then it starts with meth. If there are 2 carbon atoms, so this is based on the number of carbon atoms, it starts with eth. 3 carbon atoms, the name starts with prop, right? You guys know 4 carbon atoms, it starts with bute. 5 carbon atoms, pent, and so on. So there's this list in your book, right? So clearly there are 3 carbon atoms here. So which one will it be? So guys, what is it going to be? Excellent. I see Manas says prop, right? Tikam is saying prop. Very good. So it's going to be 3 carbon is prop, right? And because it is an alkane, because it's only single bonds. So what will the name become? You need to join the prop with the ane, right? The alkane. Excellent, excellent. So I see Ankur has the right answer here, right? Very good. Smita has the right answer though. So the IUPAC name of this compound, the IUPAC name is going to be propane. right? Why propane? Because there are 3 carbon atoms here. As you can see, prop is 3 carbon, and ane because it's an alkane. There are only single bonds here. Okay, excellent guys, excellent. Propane is the right answer. Great job. Let's go on to our next question. What is the IUPAC name of this compound? So first we'll do some simple questions and then we'll do some tricky ones also. Okay, so what is the IUPAC name of this next one here? So awesome to see the response on the chat. I'm continuously looking at the chat here and I want everybody to try. Doesn't matter if your answer is, right or wrong. Please, everybody try and participate. So what will this be? Here you can see again the longest carbon chain is this one, right? Longest continuous carbon chain, and you can see it has 4 carbon atoms, right? So based on our list, it should start with bute, right? Because 4 carbon atoms, so the name should start with bute here. Do you guys agree? Because there are 4 carbon atoms here, so the name starts with bute. And is this an alkane, guys? Is it an alkane? Or what type of compound hydrocarbon is this? Who can tell me? Okay, very good. Some of you are already writing the answer. Excellent, guys, excellent. Okay, and you can number it backwards also. So we'll talk about that, right? So there's the forward numbering and backward numbering, and we use the smallest number. So it's clearly an alkyne. Excellent, excellent, right? Because can you guys see there's a triple bond here? So there's a triple bond between the carbon atoms. So even if there's one triple bond, the other ones have single bonds. So since there is a triple bond here, clearly it is an alkyne, right? Because single bonds is alkanes, double bonds are alkenes, and triple bonds are alkynes. So what will the name of this be? We are going to combine bute and then the word ine, right? So the correct answer, the IUPAC name is going to become basically you join the two, right? You join bute and you join ine, right? 4 carbon and butene. Okay, and where is the triple bond positioned? So is it at between 1 and 2 or 3 and 4? Which one will you consider, guys? The triple bond is between 1 and 2 or between 3 and 4? So always we have to select the smallest number, right? So I'm going to erase the numbers below because we're going to select the smallest number here, 1 and 2, right? Why should we take the larger number? So excellent, guys. You can see the triple bond is between carbon atom 1 and 2. So it is basically a 1 butene, right? So we don't have to say 2 butene because the triple bond lies at carbon atom, at the first carbon atom or the second one. So we say first, right? So it's basically a 1 butene, right? Or you can say but-1-ine, but we don't have to write 1, okay? So 1 is not important. We simply write the name as butene. Is that clear? Okay, so you don't have to write 1 butene. You simply write it as butene because 1 is not relevant, right? It's not important because 1 is the default. Excellent. Let's move on to our next question. So guys, we looked at that alkyne. So what do you think is going to be the IUPAC name of this compound? And I want all of you to try. Awesome to see the participation. And guys, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button right now. It's great to see we've got over 200 likes. So please make sure you hit the like button and please try this next question here. So again, don't forget to count the number of carbon atoms, right? Look at the longest chain and also look at, there's a triple bond here. Okay, so all of you can see there's a triple bond. So clearly it's going to be an alkyne, right? Triple bond means it's an alkyne. And there are 4, how many? 4? No, 5, right? There are 5 carbon atoms. So let's number them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So because there are 5 carbon atoms, what is it going to be? Excellent, guys. You guys are writing it, right? 5 carbon means it will be a pent. It will start with pent and it ends with ine. So the name of this compound is definitely going to contain pentine. So it's like a puzzle, right? So go over it carefully. So it will definitely contain pentine because it has 5 carbon atoms. The longest chain has 5 carbon atoms and there's an ine. Okay, great. All of you agree. Now the question is, we also have to give the position of the triple bond. Okay, so what will be the position of the triple bond? the triple bond according to this numbering scheme is between 4 and 5. Okay, so we will take the smaller number. So the triple bond lies between 4 and 5. So guys, should I write the answer as 4-pentyne, and always there's a dash between the number and the letter? So is this correct? Is my answer correct, guys? 4-pentyne? So some of you are not agreeing with the answer. What do you guys think? Is this the right answer? Yes or no? Manas says no. Okay. Great to see the response. I want everybody to try. Okay. Ganesh says no. I think Jaya says yes, this is the right answer. What should it be? So again, that's what I told you, and you please watch my videos on this, right? I put the videos that you have to do the forward numbering and the backward numbering. All right. So we cannot just do the forward numbering. Please number the carbon atoms backwards also. Right? And you need to select the one with the smallest number. So because it could be 4-pentyne, or the triple bond can be between 1 and 2. So another option is it can be 1-pentyne also, right? Or simply pentyne, because if the triple bond is between carbon atom 1 and 2, so we can say it's 1-pentyne or 4-pentyne. So which one should I choose? What should be the correct answer? Excellent, guys, excellent. The correct answer, no, it will not be 2-pentyne, it will be 1, right? Because the triple bond is between 1 and 2. So we can say the triple bond is positioned at carbon atom 1, right? When the triple bond is between 4 and 5, we say the triple bond is positioned at carbon atom 4. Okay, so the correct answer, so this will not be the right answer because we have chosen the higher number. The correct answer is going to be 1-pentyne, or simply we will remove the 1. The answer is simply pentyne. So this is the correct answer, right? Because we have chosen the smaller numbering, right? So please remember, you need to choose the smaller numbering scheme when possible, right? Excellent. So is this clear? We don't go for the higher number 4 and 5 or 4-pentyne. We go for 1-pentyne, which is basically pentyne. So you don't have to write 1-pentyne. You don't have to write pentwyne, right? And some students ask, should we write in capital letter or small letter? The typical guidance for IUPAC name is you can use all small letters. Unless if your school is saying start with the capital letter, that's fine. All right. Excellent. Let's move on to our next question. Superb, guys. It's great to see the response. And let's try our next question here. What is the IUPAC name of this compound? So come on, I want all of you to participate and try. And thanks for the 274 likes. Awesome, guys. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button for our channel, please hit the subscribe button right now and do share it out with your friends so that we can have more people joining these live classes. And do check out our website also, where I take more live classes on physics, chemistry and maths. And now we have this computer course also on Java. Okay, so what will be the, so can you see that this has 4 carbon atoms here, right? So we are looking for the IUPAC name, right? So 4 carbon atoms means it's going to be, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's number it backwards also, right? So 4 carbon atoms means it's clearly a but something, right? And what type of hydrocarbon is it? Is it an alkane, alkene, or alkyne? What do you guys think? Is it an alkane, alkene, or an alkyne? So guys, you can see that there is a double bond here involved, right? So double bond. So you guys have to be the James Bond. Okay, you need to take a look. Is there single bonds, double bonds, or triple bonds, right? So there's a double bond between the 2 carbon atoms. So what type of compound is it? Excellent, guys. It's an alkene. Fantastic. You guys know your chemistry. Great. Yes, I see Parnita has written alkene. Jimmy has written. Very good. Right? So it's clearly an alkene. And so what will the name of this alkene be? So can we just combine but and ene, right? So should we just join these two guys, but and ene? So is this the correct name, guys? Butene? So what do you guys think? Is my name correct? Butene? Some of you are writing butene. Is that the correct answer, or yes or no? So guys, the problem here is this is not butene because then this would also be butene, right? So let's say you put the double bond at the first carbon atom, right? So let's say this was the structure, and so how do you draw your hydrogens? You make sure that there are 4 bonds, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 for each carbon atom. So please do your counting so that each carbon atom has 4 bonds, right? So is this structure, is the left structure butene or the right one? Okay, so that's the problem, right? Because what is the difference here? I've shifted the double bond from position 1 to the position 2 here. Okay, so now the question is this guy butene or is this guy butene? So again, we have to look at the carbon atoms, right? The position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So where is the double bond in this one? In this structure, where's the double bond? Between carbon atom 1 and 2, right? So it's basically a 1 butene, right? Because it's the double bond is positioned at the first carbon atom. In the second one, the double bond is positioned at in this one, the double bond is positioned at carbon atom 2, right? It's between 2 and 3. So we take it as 2 butene. Do you guys agree? Right? So now that's the difference, right? So this is 2 butene, that is 1 butene. So 1 butene, we don't have to write the 1. We are just simply going to write butene here. Okay? And so this guy is going to become 2 butene, or usually the correct way of writing this is but2ene. So this is the recommended way. Some of the schools, they might use 2-butene, and always remember between number and letter, don't forget to put the dash, right? So don't forget to include the dash here. So it is but2ene. What is the meaning of this? But2ene basically tells you that the ene, which is the double bond, right? So ene is the double bond, is at position 2. So double bond is at position 2, right? Or is at carbon atom 2. Okay, so this is the recommended way, but2ene or 2-butene. Excellent, excellent. So I see, right, Pramila has written the correct answer. Very good. Okay, so yes, and this you should discuss with your school teacher, right? Whether this is recommended in school or this one. I would recommend these days in IUPAC nomenclature, but2ene is more popular. All right, excellent. Let's move on to our next question, guys. What is the IUPAC name of this compound? So come on, please try. So what is the IUPAC name of this compound, guys? I want all of you to try here. This is the next one. So please try, everybody. So methyl propane, 1-methyl propane. Some of you are writing methane, butane. Please take a careful look at this question. So what is interesting here, guys, you can see that there are 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms, right? So if you look here, it looks as if there are 3 carbon atoms. But guys, don't forget, you have to take the longest continuous chain. Okay, so you have to take the continuous chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't matter if there's a bend here, but it's continuous, right? So it's like this. So how many carbon atoms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's not 3. So clearly there are 4 carbon atoms in this compound. So it basically the name should start with but. And clearly you guys can see this is an alkane because there are only single bonds between the carbon atoms. So this is a tricky one, guys. Don't think that there's a branch here. This is not methyl butane. It's not even isobutane. It is simply butane, because you can see, you can just move this guy, right? So you can just move this guy here and make it straight. So basically it is simply CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. So what is the correct answer? If you join these two guys, what will you get? You combine but and ane. So this is nothing but simply butane is the correct answer. Excellent. I see Shashwati has got the correct answer. Very good. Palini has the right answer. Excellent. Science is Life has the right answer. Butane. Fantastic. Rose has it. Anjali. Excellent. So yes, guys, don't be tricked by this branch here. You have to count the longest continuous chain, and this one, the branch is not counted at the end. If it was branched here, it would be counted, right? So let's take a look at a compound with branches. What will be the IUPAC name of this compound? So please try the next question, guys. Awesome to see the participation. Fantastic going, guys. Come on, let's master IUPAC naming today with this quiz. So butane, right? What is the IUPAC name of this compound? Pentane. So here, guys, you have to count the longest continuous, right? Straight chain. So here the branch was allowed because, you know, it was bending down like this, but it was continuous. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, what is the longest chain? It is basically 1, 2, 3, and again you can number it in reverse also. Okay. So can you see, guys, the longest chain here, right? So the longest chain has 3 carbon atoms. Because we can't consider these branches. These are true branches, so we can't include them. You can't go up like this and down, right? In this case, it was one continuous movement, right? But here you cannot go up like that and then come down, right? Then this would be considered the longest chain. So we can take this one also or this one, but it's easy to take the straight line, okay? So clearly, what is the basic thing, right? So first, focus on the longest chain here. So guys, I want all of you to focus first on this part. So what is the name of this part? So can you see that there are 3 carbon and it's basically an alkane, right? Because they are only single bonds. So if you just look at this part, it's basically prop for 3 carbon and an alkane, propane. Do you guys agree? So first focus on the main part, right? The main carbon chain is just a propane. But now you can see, so I'm going to erase this, right? You can see that this was the main chain, but there are basically 2 attachments here. So please look at it carefully. There is one attachment here and one attachment here. And what is the attachment CH3 known as? Can you tell me, guys? What do you call CH3? So you can see, guys, that there are these attachments. CH3 to the main chain, right? Attachment of CH3. So what is CH3 called? Excellent. I see Anjali has the right answer. Bhavna, methyl, right? Excellent. So Kailash has the correct answer. Very good, because the attachment is CH3 and you know that this is basically called the alkyl group, right? What is the meaning of alkyl? So very important point, guys. Alkyl is basically alkane minus 1 hydrogen. And here what you can see, so minus 1 hydrogen. So here what is the alkyl? It is CH3 is nothing but CH4 minus 1 hydrogen. And what is CH4? CH4 is called methane. So what will this become? It will be called methyl because it's a methane minus, right? You have removed 1 hydrogen. So excellent, guys. The attachments, so these are basically the methyl group, right? So what you can see here, so let me mark it here. This is the methyl and there's another methyl here, right? So methyl and methyl. So what will the name of this be? So since there are 2 methyls, we call it dimethyl. Excellent. I see some of you writing the correct answer. So what is the IUPAC name of this compound? It will basically contain, so the methyl comes in the prefix, right? Or in the first part of the name. So there's a dimethyl. So what will be our answer? Or let me erase this part since you guys have understood this, that methyl is the attachment. All right. And this part was propane, right? The longest chain here was propane. So what will be the name of this compound? It's basically going to be a dimethyl. So analyze it part by part, step by step, right? It's going to be a dimethyl propane, right? Do you guys agree? It's going to be a dimethyl propane here, okay? And we have to give the position. Very good. Some of you already writing the position. You need to give the position of the methyl group, right? Where is the methyl? On which carbon atom? So you can see it's on position number 2, right? So what do we need to write? 2 dimethyl, but we cannot write only 2 because there are 2 of them, right? So you need to write 2, 2. So always between 2 numbers, there's a comma. Please remember that, right? Between the 2 numbers, you take a comma, and between the, so look here, between the 2 numbers, there's a comma, and between the number and the letter, there's a dash. So it's a 2, 2 dimethyl propane is our final answer. Awesome, guys. Is it clear? So please take a look at the compound carefully. The basic name is a propane, and then you have two methyls, so it's a dimethyl, right? The basic longest chain was a propane. There are two methyls, so it's a dimethyl, and 2,2 dimethyl propane is the correct answer. Fantastic, guys, fantastic. I see a lot of you have got it. Awesome, great going. And don't forget all these commas and dashes, and here you don't have to put anything, right, between these words. Super. Let's go on to our next question. What is the IUPAC name of this compound? Some of you are forgetting to put the dash, guys. 2,2 dash, right? Please take a look here. 2,2, there's a dash or a hyphen, right? Minus sign. 2,2 dash dimethyl propane. Let's try this next question. What is the IUPAC name of this compound? Wow, guys, great to see over 368 likes, right? So 365 likes we have. Awesome. And if you haven't hit the like button, please hit it right now, and do share our channel with your friends so that we can have more people participate in our quizzes, right? And in the live classes that I take. Awesome. So what is the name of this compound? So here you can see we have been given the condensed structure. So if you guys want, you can draw it out. You know, there are 4 carbons, and then there is the OH, and you can fill in the hydrogens. What is the rule, guys? Remember, make sure there are 4 bonds because carbon is tetravalent. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And to finish this, it has already 2 bonds, so we'll put 2 hydrogens here. So if you guys want, you can, you know, draw this thing, and then there's 2 more hydrogens here. So this is the structural formula where you draw the complete structure. This is more the condensed formula, right? Written in short. All right. So what is the name of this compound? So here you can see that there is something interesting, right? There's not just hydrocarbons. So there is OH there. So guys, what is this OH called? What is my name? My name is Sandeep Manocha, right? And do subscribe to our channel, Manocha Academy. We also have a Hindi channel where I'll be taking some Hindi live classes also. So Manocha Academy Hindi, if you're interested in the Hindi channel, and this is the English channel, guys. And I keep taking live classes. Sorry, I was not able to take some classes over the couple of last few weeks because I was not well for some time. So I'm back now, and I'll be taking classes on this channel, and also I take more classes on our website, guys. So do sign up on our website. We have the physics, chemistry, and maths courses, right? Excellent. So what is OH? OH is a functional group, right? It's alcohol, right? So there's a functional group here. And what is this functional group? Fantastic. You guys have written correctly. Alcohol. So this is clearly an alcohol. It's not just like a hydrocarbon. So what will the name of this compound be? So basically, if the alcohol wasn't there, it would have been 4 carbons and hydrogens, right? So let's say the alcohol wasn't there, then the compound would have been butane. Do you guys agree? 4 carbon and single bonds. But there is alcohol is there, right? So alcohol, the interesting thing is, how do you decide the name? You remove this E, okay? And then you add all in the suffix. So this is the IUPAC nomenclature, not my scheme, right? It's the IUPAC name that we need to follow. So this will be butanol. You remove that E because you can't have 2 vowels, right? You can't just combine them. Otherwise it'll be funny, butanol or something, right? Or butanol or something like that. So what is this going to be? This is basically the final name is IUPAC name will be butanol. Can you guys see that? So we are combining the butane and all. And again, you have to look at the position, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So alcohol is at position number 1 or 4. So we'll use the lower numbering scheme, right? Because it's at carbon number 1. So we can use the lower number. So it's actually a 1 butanol, right? So it's a 1 butanol. So this alcohol is basically a 1 butanol because you can see it's at position number 1, or we can write that as butan-1-ol, right? Indicating that the alcohol is at position 1, but we don't need all this, right? We just simply write, right? We don't need to write because 1 is the default value. So simply you can write butanol, okay? So we don't need to write all this. Simply the answer is butanol. Correct? So you don't have to write 1 butanol or butan-1-ol. That's unnecessary. You just write it as butanol because the number 1 is not necessary. Excellent. I see a lot of you have written the correct answer. Samyukta has the right answer. Fantastic. Palini has written 1-butanol, but you can just write butanol. Same for Ayush Mondal, right? 1-butanol. You don't need to write 1-butanol. Just write butanol. Okay. So very simple. We basically, the idea is you look at the carbon atoms and you determine it's a butane, but okay, there's a alcohol group. Okay. There's a OH functional group. So the name will change because it's not simply a butane. And how do you change the name? You remove the E and the alcohol comes in the suffix, right? So these functional groups, they come in the end. Okay. The halogens, they come in the prefix. So all these rules you have to learn and practice. So once you keep practicing, it will become simple. Always try to look at the compound, guess the name, and then check the answer. Okay. Don't look at the answer first. Excellent. Let's go on to our next question. So what will be the IUPAC name of this compound, guys? So again, look at the compound like a chemistry detective. So there are carbons, there are single bonds, but again, there's this functional group, right? So again, you can see there's alcohol involved here. So what will be the name of this compound? What is the time of the daily live classes? So on YouTube, I take the classes at 8 p.m., right? And on our website, the classes are usually at 6 p.m. So I take more classes on our website if you're interested at 6 p.m. and the YouTube live classes are at 8 p.m. usually. Okay. So excellent. I see some very good answers here. So guys, if you look at this, there are three. So look at the longest carbon chain, right? So 1, 2, 3, and again number it backwards also because sometimes we have to choose the smallest number, right? So if we ignore the if we ignored the alcohol, it would have basically been a 3 carbon, right? 3 carbon and it's just single bond, so it would have been a butane. Propane. 3 carbon is prop. My mistake. So it would have been a propane, but right? But there's an alcohol also involved here. So clearly the E will go, right? So we have to remove the E and we need to add OL, right? We have to add OL for the alcohol. So it becomes a propanol, right? But now we have to give the position of the functional group. It's very interesting, right? Because the functional group is not at position number 1. It's at position number 2. So this time you have to mention its position, right? Like last time it was at position number 1 or 4, but we chose the smaller number 1. So we could write butanol. But this time, guys, you cannot ignore the position, right? So what will be the answer? So it is basically a propanol, right? But the alcohol is at position 2. So you can write 2-propanol, or usually the recommended way is propan. You break it here, propan-2-ol. Okay, so it's basically a propan-2-ol. Can you guys see how I've broken it? Okay, because the position, the alcohol position, which is at 2, is marked here. All right, guys. So both are correct. Whichever one your school recommends, usually this is the recommended way. Even this is correct. Both are correct. So whichever is being taught in your school. Guys, some of you are forgetting the dash in the chat. I see you have written, so you have written 2-propanol correctly, but you're forgetting this dash. So it will be marked wrong, guys. Any small mistake in IUPAC naming, they'll mark it wrong. It's like writing your name wrong. Okay. So guys, what is this? Alcohol is at position 2. So it's basically a 2-propanol. We have to mention its position, right? Or a propan-2-ol. We can't simply write propanol because that will mean alcohol was at position 1. All of you see that? Okay, excellent. So propan-2-ol, I see great. A lot of you have written the correct answer, or 2-propanol. Let's move on to our next question, guys. You guys are doing fantastic. What is the IUPAC name of this compound? And keep practicing. IUPAC is like a puzzle. It's very interesting. So please try the next question, guys. Awesome. Great to see the response, and do share our channel with your friends also so that we have more people participating in our classes, right? I take live classes on our channel and also on our website, manochaacademy.com. Do check out our website. You can use it on a phone, a tablet, a laptop, desktop, whatever device you have. It works on any device. You just need a browser to use the website. So excellent, guys. What will be this compound? So this compound has 4 carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, don't forget to include this also, right? So guys, can you see it's involved in a functional group? So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what is this functional group called? The COOH group. So when you see COOH, what is it? What functional group is it? It's an acid. Excellent, excellent, right? So it's a carboxylic acid because it's an acid involving carbon, an organic acid, right? And please understand the carbon in the organic acid, COH, is also counted. Please remember that. Some of you are writing, you're not counting that carbon. So please be careful, guys, okay? So yes, it's a carboxylic acid, and don't forget to count this carbon also, right? So how many carbons are there? 4 carbon. So basically the name starts with a bute, right? So if the carboxylic acid wasn't there, then it would have been a butane, right? So let's say it wasn't there, it would have been a butane. But now this functional group is there. So the E goes away, and then you need to add, so this is the IUPAC rule, you need to add oic acid, right? So we need to add this term oic acid to it. So what does the name become? Fantastic, guys. Butanoic acid. Butanoic acid, right? And again here you can mention 1 butanoic acid because you'll choose the smaller number, the lower scheme 1, not 4. So 1 butanoic acid or simply butanoic acid. So 1 is not important. And guys, please note the spelling carefully. Butanoic. Why did we get butanoic? There are 4 carbons. So the bute, right? It was basically a butane because only single bonds. But since the functional group acid is there, you have to change the name to butanoic acid. So the acid name also comes in the suffix. Fantastic, guys. I see a lot of you have written the correct answer, right? This is the name of the compound. Superb. And again, we are doing IUPAC names, not common names, right? Let's take a look at our next question. What is the IUPAC name of this compound? Can you guys tell me? So this is another different compound because what do we notice interesting here? There's a carbon atom which has an oxygen with a double bond, okay? So don't think this is an alkene because the double bond should be between carbon atoms. All right, great to see, guys, you're enjoying the class, and I'm loving the participation here, right? Great to see the excitement and a lot of people writing in the chat. Trisha is asking, why does spelling matter? Spelling is very important, It's like writing the name of elements, or, you don't want to write your wrong spelling when you write down your name. So carbon compounds also, the names are very important and the spelling has to be correct. Okay. So what type of compound is this? Because it has a double bond between the carbon and the oxygen, right? Can you guys see? There's a double bond between carbon and oxygen. So these type of compounds are called ketones, where there's a double bond between carbon and oxygen, and the carbon has, carbon on both sides. So these type of compounds, very good. They are called ketones. Excellent. Right? So what will be the name of this compound? So you can see there are 5 carbon atoms here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And don't forget to number it backwards as well. Let me erase all these highlighting, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you guys agree? Right? So there are clearly 5 carbon atoms here, right? So now, what will be the name of this compound? Because there are 5 carbon atoms, clearly the name will start with pent. So it's a ketone with the name pent, right? And let's say the double bond wasn't there. Then it would have been a pentane, right? So let's say that oxygen and double bond wasn't there. It would have simply been a pentane. But now you have that thing, right? The double bond. So these type of ketones, right? So they are basically called pentanones. So we remove the E and we add on to it, right? So it's a pentanone. Okay, I hope my spelling is correct. Please check my spelling. I'm also doing it live here in case I make a mistake. Pentanone. All right. Now the tricky part is, again, we need to mention the position of the functional group if it is not at position 1. So what position should I mention here, guys? Where is the pentanone? So where's the ketone group, right? This is called the ketone group, right? That double bond oxygen. Excellent, excellent. I see Ganesh has the right answer. Very good. Ayush has the right answer. Fantastic, right? Palini, Pavan, very good. Excellent. Guys, I'm continuously looking at your chat. Sorry if I'm not able to take everybody's name here, but I'm constantly looking at your answers. Fantastic, guys. So the position, we will choose the lower number, right? We're going to choose number 2, not 4. So it's basically a 2-pentanone, right? Or you can write that in another form, pentan-2-one, right? Because the ketone is at position number 2. Do you guys see this? So whichever one you're, yes, I see Dharani has written pentan-2-one. Excellent, excellent, right? So that's another way of writing it, right? So both of these are correct. Whichever one is recommended in your school, 2 dash. Again, don't forget the dash between the number and the letter. Number, comma, number, letter, there's a dash. So 2 dash pentanone or simply pentan-2-one. Is that clear? Excellent, guys. Superb. Next question. What is the IUPAC name of this compound? And guys, can I get a like from everybody? Great to see more than 460 likes. That's awesome. And please hit the like button if you haven't done that yet. And also do share out our this video and our channel with your friends. Excellent, guys. Thank you. Thanks for all your likes. And please try the name of this compound. So what will be the name here? So I think somebody asked, why don't we choose 4? Because you will choose the lower number. It can be 4-pentanone or 2-pentanone, and IUPAC says if possible you should choose the lower number. Okay, good question. What about this one? What is the IUPAC name of this compound? Please try it. Right? So again you can see there are 4 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again there's the ketone group. Can you guys see that? This functional group ketone. So this basically will, because of 4 carbon, it will basically be a bute. If there was no functional group, it would have been a butane. Okay. So what will this be? It will basically be a butanone, right? Because we take the butane, right? You remove the E, you delete the E and you add one, right? So it becomes a butanone. So that is our ketone, right? But we need to look at the position, right? So position of the ketone. So position of the ketone is going to be at position 2. So guys, is this the correct answer? 2-butanone? What do you guys think? Awesome to see the response. Excellent, guys. Excellent. So is this the right answer? 2-butanone or butan-2-one? Now there's something very interesting about this question, right? So guys, one very interesting thing here is, let's say we shift the double bond to position number 3. Okay. So instead of this, let's say, or let me draw it a skeletal structure here. So there are 4 carbons. Can the ketone be at position number 1? Guys, will this be a ketone? So will this guy be a ketone? The answer is no, because this will basically be a aldehyde. Because for ketone, the double bond has to be on a carbon atom which is having a carbon on both sides. Okay. So please understand, for a ketone, the carbon atom, right? So it should be C double bond O, and there should be at least 1 carbon on both sides, right? So this is not a ketone, right? This is actually a aldehyde. So this is not possible, right? So we will remove this. Now let's say we shift the double bond. So this was at position number 2. Let's shift it, and it cannot be here also, right? Because that will again be at the end, so it becomes an aldehyde. So let's say we put the double bond at position number 3. Okay, so let's say this is our other ketone. So guys, can you tell me what will be the name of this ketone? So we've got 2 ketones having 4 carbon atoms here, one on your left, one on your right. So please take a careful look, guys. So if you do the numbering here, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So if you do the numbering here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here will be 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So what will be the name of this ketone? The one on the right. The one on the left we've already solved. Okay. Excellent. So this will also be 2-butanone, because you're going to take the smaller number, right? Here we chose this number, the smaller number 2. Here we will choose this smaller number, because you can use forward or backward numbering, right? Excellent, right? So this will also be a 2-butanone, or basically butan-2-one, Do you guys agree? Butan, let me write it clearly. So butanone. So guys, if you can see, the interesting thing here is there are only two possibilities, right? Because you can't have the carbon at position number 1 and 4. So if you take these two possibilities of the ketone, can you see the name is same? 2-butanone, right? It's simply 2-butanone, right? In both the cases. So we don't have to write 2, guys. This is a very interesting case. Therefore, 2 is unnecessary because the names are same. Can you see the names are same? These are in fact identical compounds, right? Because you can just reverse it, right? So therefore, right, since they are same, so only one ketone is possible with 4 carbon. Only, right? So we can have, therefore we can have only one ketone with 4 carbon atoms. With 5 you can have 2, right? So with 4 carbon atoms you can have only one ketone. So therefore what is the name of this compound? Simply butanone, right? So therefore the name is simply butanone, right? So the number 2 is unnecessary, right? So the correct answer is actually just butanone. Okay, because if you look here, some of you are asking me to explain it again. If you see the two possibilities that I've drawn here, if you work out the name using the IUPAC name, you can see the name works out to be the same. 2-butanone or butan-2-one. So the 2 is unnecessary, right? Because there's no possibility of 3-butanone or 1-butanone. You cannot have a 1-butanone because at 1 it will become an aldehyde. You can't have 4-butanone, it becomes an aldehyde. And 2 and 3 are the same, or 2-butanone, right? So it's simply butanone, right? So take a careful look at this. This is a very interesting one. Let's move on to our next question. So now we are getting to some tricky questions, right? And great to see more than 500 likes. Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you for your response. It's awesome to see that. And please try this question. What is the IUPAC name of this compound? So we just have 2 more questions left. This one and one more. Please try this. Okay, so what is the name of this compound? So again, look here, it has 3 carbon. So look at the longest chain, 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay, so if nothing was there, right, you can see there's a CHO, there's a bromine. If nothing of that was there, it would have simply been a propane. So right, it's basically a propane with, if you don't have any of the functional groups, but the functional groups are there. What do you have? You have basically an aldehyde here, right? You have an aldehyde here and you have a bromine here. So this is a halide. So you have 2 functional groups here. So that's really interesting. We have 2 functional groups. So guys, what will be the name here? Very good. I see some of you are writing the answers. Excellent. Guys, some of you are forgetting the dash. Please write the dash. I'm checking, I'm checking it like your school teacher. I'm checking that, the answer should be perfect. So now the interesting thing is, there are 2 possibilities here. Either you can call it 1-bromo, right? So 1-bromo, and then it will become so with the aldehyde, it becomes basically a propanol, right? So 1-bromo propan-3-al, right? So it becomes a 1-bromo propan-3-al, or basically a 3-bromo propan-1-al. So what am I doing here? Take a careful look. So either you use the top numbering. If you use the top numbering, bromine is at position 1 and aldehyde is at position 3, right? So it can be a 1-bromo propan-3-al or a 3-bromo if you use the lower numbering, 3-bromo propan-1-al. So which one will you choose, guys? And here the 1 is unnecessary, right? Even here the 1 will be unnecessary. It becomes basically a bromo propan-3-al. So which one will you choose? Are both correct or which one is correct? Awesome, guys. Come on, please try. So Ganesh is saying the second one, right? Some of you are saying the first one. Which one? Both are correct. SK is saying both correct. So here, guys, there's one very interesting thing. If you have 2 functional groups, 2 or more, right? So if you have multiple functional groups, then basically there's a priority that you need to follow, right? So we need to go for a priority, which I've discussed in the video. So please watch my video on IUPAC nomenclature. It is there in YouTube. So which one has higher priority? Aldehyde has higher priority than a halide. Okay. So aldehyde, the priority of aldehyde is greater than a halogens, than the halides. So the correct answer will be, it will basically be a 3-bromo-propan 1-al. Okay. So this is the correct answer. This is not the right answer. All right. So the correct one will be this one, the second one, because we will give higher priority to the aldehyde. It says I want position 1. Okay. So position 3 goes to bromine. So the top numbering scheme is going to be, the bottom numbering scheme is going to be used, right? So I'm going to erase this one, and you can see aldehyde gets position number 1, bromine gets position number 3. All right. So this will be the answer, but we don't need to write 1-al, right? So I'm going to erase that and simply write 3-bromo-propanal, because it's basically, it means it's at position number 1. Clear? So second one is the correct answer. Why? Because of this priority scheme. Aldehyde has higher priority than halogens for the numbering. So it's a 3-bromo-propanal. Clear? So please watch that video for, there's a whole priority scheme like acid comes first, then the aldehydes and so on, right? And halogens is quite low in the priority. Excellent. And last question for today. What is the IUPAC name of this compound? So please try. This is our last question, and you guys have been awesome. Wow, we have 535 likes. Great, guys. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit it right now, and do share out our channel with your friends. You guys are really participating well, and let's try out this last question here. Awesome. And great to see you guys like our videos. And so guys, please write it in the comments what topic you want next, and I'll try to take a class on that one. You know, I may not be able to take each of your answers, right? Each of your feedback, but I'll try to definitely do the topic which is most popular, so most people request for. So what is the IUPAC name of this compound? This is the last question. Please try, guys. So what will be the name here? So let's take a look at the numbering. Again, please take a look here. Here, what numbers do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you number it backwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Actually, because it's given in a condensed form, let's see if we can redraw this structure. Okay. So guys, redraw this structure. What will you get? So you have 4 carbon. This carbon has an OH, and this first carbon has an iodine. And I'm not drawing the hydrogens, just to make it simple. Okay. So let's do the numbering here, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, that's the longest chain, and backward numbering 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, you can see there are 2 functional groups, right? 2 functional groups, the halogen and the alcohol. So what will be the name of this compound? Come on, please try. So who gets higher priority, alcohol or halogen? You need to think about that. So please understand that alcohol gets higher priority than the halogen, right? So it will get higher priority than the halides. This is the important priority from the IUPAC scheme, right? So what will be the name of this compound? Since alcohol says I have higher priority, I want the lower number, right? It's like you choosing your seat in a bus, right? So he chooses the position number 2. So we are going to remove the top numbering, because alcohol will get second position here, right? The lower number. Iodine gets position number 4. Iodine does not get position number 1 because it is lower priority. Is that clear? Very, very important. So what will be the name of this compound? It's basically, what is it going to be? It's basically a butane, because there are 4 carbon. So butane 2-ol. Can you guys see that? Because alcohol is in position 2. Very good. I see Rishi Yadav has the right answer. Excellent. Right? Very good. The correct answer is 4-iodo. Butane 2-ol. Awesome. I see Dhanush has the right answer. Fantastic. Excellent. Excellent. Ashish also almost has the right answer. Make sure you spell iodo correctly, guys. And Kartika also, there should be no comma here, right? So no comma between iodo and butanol. So the correct answer is 4-iodobutane-2-ol. Please check, because iodine is at position number 4. Why? Iodine will not get this position 1, right? So we don't do this scheme because alcohol has higher priority. It will not take position 3. It says I want position 2. So this scheme will not be used because of priority. This scheme will be used, right? So it's a 4-iodobutane-2-ol is the correct answer. This is our final answer for the IUPAC name. So guys, some of these were a little more tricky. Excellent. I see a lot of you have got the right answer. Superb, guys. So keep practicing, and I hope this, these questions were useful for you, because we went over the rules and we did a variety of questions. So keep practicing it, and it's like a puzzle, right? I'm sure you'll enjoy these IUPAC namings. And guys, as I said, I'm excited to announce that we've launched this new course on computer programming, on computer coding, guys, with Java. So we have this coding course with Java. So please take a look on our website, and I'm taking these live classes, programming classes, where I will be teaching computer programming. It's really close to my heart because I've worked 7 years as a software engineer at Microsoft in Seattle. So I'll be taking computer programming classes on Java. So if you guys are interested, do sign up. The course is at a big discount right now, and I'll put the link below. And we also have the physics, chemistry, and maths courses on our website for class 9 and 10. So guys, do take a look at these courses on our website. The links are given below, and do share it out with your friends. All right. So please take a look, and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the live classes on our YouTube channel. And I take more live classes on our website, manochaacademy.com, where we have these full courses. And these courses are on big discounts. So do share it out with your friends. And thanks a lot for your love and support. Wow, great to see 568 likes. Thank you guys. You guys were awesome. I was back after a break because I was not well for some time. So it's great to be back. I really missed you guys, and see you in the next live class. Hope you enjoyed this class and found it useful. And Albert Einstein is saying, do Python. Yes, we plan to add more courses like C++, maybe Python also in the future. So thanks a lot for your suggestion. Yes, Farhan is saying C++. Yes, definitely. We will try to do that as well. Thanks a lot, guys. So do check out our courses. The links are given below, and do share it out with your friends. Yes, we do hear your feedback for C++ and Python also. Excellent, guys. Excellent. And great to hear you're enjoying the classes. And it's awesome to read everybody's feedback and comments. So thanks a lot. A big thanks from the full Manocha Academy team. So this is Sandeep Manocha signing off. Take care, guys. Take care of your health. Keep studying. Keep the momentum going. And I'm sure all of you are going to do great in your tests and in your quizzes in school. So, and if you want to check out our courses to help you with your preparation, do check out our website, manochaacademy.com. You can use it on a phone, tablet, laptop, desktop. All right. And guys, take care. Thanks a lot for attending today's class. Hope you found it useful and enjoyed it. And guys, please share it with your friends. Alia Gupta is asking, why is dash important? All of these things are important. The dash, the comma. So whenever you're writing the names in the IUPAC naming scheme, between the number and a letter, the rule is there should be a dash. Okay. And the comma needs to be there. So all these important things I've covered in my videos. So guys, please do watch these 2 videos. They're there on YouTube, IUPAC naming of organic compounds. And so this is the more detailed video, the one on the left, this first one. So this video is more detailed, and this is the second video on alkanes, alkenes, and alkynes. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care. Hope you enjoyed this class, and do check out our website, and I'll see you in the next live class. Bye-bye. Take care, guys, and I'll end the session here. Bye.